Um, okay, so on the COVID update, there is Balfour Beatty are looking at how we move forward, bearing in mind now COVID is not going to go away as such this year, and and there is a new way of working that the realities that we need to get used to. So Richard Linwood will have our new divides, the first one to be put in and installed on around about the 28th of this month. So that it's anyway, I can describe it again to you guys. It's like plastic perspex curtain that comes down. It's already on one of the Matizas. They're trialing it as well, and it gives that divide that's required within the cabs. So it will stop the passing of droplets, etc., and is a better method we feel at this point to than having visors or masks, etc. So if that looks right and Rich is happy with that on the 28th, then that will be rolled out over the fleet and fitted ASAP. So they're by the looks of it, they're pretty easy to fit, and they will do the job. There's nothing else really from the exec. There is something that's going to be coming out in the safety cascade, which is Network Rail. I've been on a call today. Believe that with the COVID implications, some people suffering sort of, maybe they've got people at home that have been affected, or sadly, some people might have suffered some loss, that they're not sort of in the right headspace when they're at work, and this could lead to accidents. And there's been a couple of near misses that Network Rail have highlighted to us that they would like us to look at and highlight back to the team. So again, that will be coming out in the safety cascade. So don't forget, guys, I can't read your minds. If you do feel that you are under severe pressure because of anything COVID related at home, a loss at home or anything along those lines, then there is that support system that we do have. But also pick up the phone to your line manager, or if you want, you can speak to myself. So again, there is support there, but we will get that out to you guys. So there's no real more updates around COVID. Obviously, we will keep supplying the hand sanitizers and everything else, and we will move forward as we do around the guidance that's given. And I think everybody would have seen yesterday that the government has ordered 10 million of those, the new antigen tests, which once they start rolling that out, will give you a certificate basically of, you've had it, you've got the immunity to it, and basically you can go back to work and not have to live within the social distancing sort of rules, etc. So there'll be more on that, I'm sure, that will come out. So let's talk about pay. So there was a pay run done. I got the email from Michelle Derbyshire. So there was a pay run done this morning, which is the missing bank holiday money that you're all missing, and obviously the two guys that their pay was affected. I think it was Kevin Ogg and somebody else after coming off the sick, etc. So that was done. Is still being looked at. What they're saying is they just want to make sure that they've got it right. So they're going through it with a tooth comb. It might be some guys think they're due it now, but actually it might be due on the next pay run. So they're going back through that. If there is another pay run to be done, Ian Morgan has already sanctioned that, but I'll get that information more likely on Tuesday. So Michelle has said that the pay run being done today, you guys should have that in your account by today. So that should be that one completed. What I did do was I asked Nick, I forget his last name now, Nick Brooks, who inputs all the timesheets, to look at the VE day, bank holiday, and because obviously I don't want you guys having any implications next month. And again, lo and behold, there is a problem. That now has been rectified. So the bank holiday money is for VE Day for next month will be paid correctly. He sent me a list of all the names that were affected. That's gone out to the ops leads, so the ops leads know that that has been amended for you guys. So nothing around that will come back. What he has asked is if when you're doing your timesheets, if you can put it in, capitals, block, whatever it is, bank holiday pay, work bank holiday, that will help him. There's a glitch in the system, not sure how it all works, between how we put time on our timesheets to how it goes into Kronos, and then how Kronos spits it out the other end for pay. So they'll need to get that process nailed down. But in the meantime, everybody now is aware of our situation and the fact that it has impacted us so many times and that it's not acceptable. So again, me and Danny with Chloe do have that meeting coming up with Ian Morgan and understand hopefully on Tuesday how the overtime system works correctly. And I think you guys might be on top. I'm not sure myself. And then if there is, like I say, moving forward, we follow that overtime calendar. And if there are the one or two, if there is a glitch every now and again, we can sort that out, but it shouldn't be happening as it is happening now. So that's the update for today. I'm sorry that the pay took slightly longer to sort than was anticipated, but it did drag up an awful lot of processes that were wrong. People were really confused as to how this was all being implemented and paid out. So again, my apologies for that, and I thank you for your understanding and your patience, really. So, has anybody got any questions for myself that they want to cover off before we head off to this long weekend?
Yeah, Andy, it's Jamie speaking.
Hello, mate.
You all right? Yeah, a little while ago, just coming away from COVID and pay and all that, a little while ago it's highlighted that the service department was responsible for the recent KPI losses and stuff like that. We're lacking quite a few things like tooling, training, like equipment to work on the machines and stuff. Is there any sort of plan or anything that we can put in place to sort of rectify those problems in the areas that we're lacking?
So there will be a plan in place coming up. I've made some changes today to some members of my senior management team. So if you can give me a few days, Jamie, and I will come back to you, or the person now who's going to lead the department will come back to you as to what we're doing.
Yeah, it's just to make us more efficient and stuff. Like an example would be 205 was suffering for ages with a main engine RPM problem, and we needed a laptop and the software to be able to read the protection system that's used on the engines for that type of blower, and we just haven't got it. We asked for it, and there's just no way of getting that sort of, well, it feels like there's no way of getting hold of that sort of stuff, but it is out there.
Right, and is that because Balfour Beatty's laptops don't connect? Was that because of the
Well, I don't think Balfour Beatty own the software or the machine laptops and the engineer issued laptops are no good for some of the stuff that we have to do. That is one problem, but the second problem is we don't have half the stuff we should have for the equipment that we got on the machine.
Okay. Well, let me take this away with the new person that's going to be heading this all up. Okay, and then we can go from there. But yeah, look, we've got to become more dynamic and more efficient in what we are doing. That is clear. Okay, we are suffering on abatement massively, and the client is becoming nervous around our reliability. So we have to do stuff to make sure that we are quicker, slicker, leaner, more efficient in the way that we deliver maintenance, repairs, and getting the right stuff out on the ground so you guys can do your job. So 100% I'll look at it with the new person that's coming in.
Yeah, all right, no worries.
Anything else, guys?
Yeah, it's Pat, Andy. Has there anything been sorted out about Not Work Rail reporting when one of their TQSs go off with COVID-19?
So,
Yes.
Howard raised. Go on, Howard. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, Andy, and yes, Pat, I raised that as promised on the 11:15, and they all kind of just went, "Oh, yeah, that's a very good point." So we've chased it up with them, and we've asked them to look at it and get a mechanism in place whereby anybody who comes up with that, their routes then go to a traceability study, if you like, and see who they've worked with, and they send the information back to the supplier. But that's what they said they're going to do, Pat. But I haven't seen any evidence of it, so I need to chase that up again. But that is the plan.
Yeah, it sounds like not worked well, doesn't it? Thank
No,
you
I'll
very
chase it
much,
up with them,
Henry.
mate. Yeah.
Anything else, guys?
Morris here. Yeah, all it is, from contracting the virus to actually showing, whereby you can go into the 7-day lockdown. But is there anything that actually tells you the dates from when you contract to when you actually start showing?
So, do you want to say right?
The
again, Morris.
incubation time between when you actually catch the virus to when it actually starts showing through, because if it's 2 days, if you contract it, say on a Monday, but you don't start showing the signs till the Wednesday, you need to make sure that if once they start showing the signs, you go back 2 to 3 days. There is a time where you can go back to.
I'll ask. I think the incubation period, if I get this right, I might be wrong, is so you come into contact with somebody, it can be up to, the 7 or the 4. I think they originally thought it was 14 days, and now they're sort of saying it's 7. I wouldn't know, Maury. I'll take that away and I'll ask, and come back to you. Again, the wife came home the other night. We felt lousy since we had my test yesterday. I'm just waiting on the results, which is going to hopefully get this evening or tomorrow morning at the latest to find out. So I'm not sure, mate. I'll find out though.
That's lovely, Tom.
Anything else, guys?
Hello. Yes, it's Kevin Yap speaking.
Hi, Kev.
Hello. I'm just wondering. The talk of the new machines has gone very quiet. Is there anything happening on that front now, or?
So all I can tell you is from what me and Howard know from our conversations with Network Rail is those new machines will not be arriving into country until September of next year.
Okay.
That is the delay. And then obviously once the first one comes in, it's got to go through X amount of shifts, etc. So I wouldn't expect to see until probably 2022, round about the March time, us actually sort of operating that fleet properly. And that's if there's no more delays with Harsco at this point in time. So that's the current update that we have.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else, guys? No? Well, look, again, thanks for all your efforts. And if you are working this weekend, stay safe. If you're not, have a cracking weekend off. And I will pick up all with you again next week. Cheers, guys.